What's going on, guys? White Horse here. I'm going to be giving you guys a deck profile today of my pure voiceless voice deck that I've actually been playing for locals lately. Um, I ended up winning a couple locals with this deck, and I just wanted to showcase it to you guys, just let you guys know what I've been playing. This deck's been really good, been very consistent. Haven't really had many issues with it. There was a couple games I know for a fact that I've bricked, and definitely caught an L with that. But I mean, it's okay; it happens. Um, but I wanted to showcase it to you guys, and also before we get into the video, I wanted to do a quick shout out. I think my cat just walked through. Quick shout out to the team, the collection, all the boys back home. You know who you are. Shout outs to you guys. Thank you for all for the play testing and the deck building and crafting and whatnot. Also, shout out to the sponsor and local game store, the Hobby Hub. You guys are great, host great tournaments, great prize support, just a great time all around. And I look forward every weekend to playing every time there. And without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get into the profile. Sorry if my voice sounds a little rough. I'm kind of getting over the crud. But for the main deck, we play triple Diviner, triple Low, triple Saphira. I think these are kind of mandatory at 3. You want to see these cards as much as possible if you can. Double Skull Guardian, double Dragon Cerevis. And I actually play for my last ritual, Saphira Queen of Dragons. The reason I play this is because if I open this or if I have everything I need going first and everything I need including this, like if I open this with Trias, which is here, Trias and Old Man Cerevis, I can like normal summon this, and if they chain anything, just chain Trias, and then send the Herald from the extra deck to search this, because I can use Barrier to get either Saphira or the Prayers and make this and get a card out of my opponent's hand. So it's basically just trying to make my opponent start with less cards. That's all. Late game, it's good as well because you can add hand traps back like Nibiru and Effect Veiler. So this card's neat. It's a 41 card list. If you want to play a clean 40, you can cut this. I mean, it's just for fun, really. I just threw it in there. But anyways, that's it for the engine. Like I said, this deck is pretty straightforward. It sets up an Omni Negate with a couple more interruptions, and it's really annoying to play against because your opponent can't target your stuff. That's like the main thing. For the hand trap line, we have 3 Ash, triple Nibiru, triple Effect Veiler, and I also run triple Imperm. So I feel like these are just kind of straightforward as well. I don't main Droll, I don't main Mourner, I don't main Bell. I think these are fine where they are. I don't want to open too many hand traps because I do want to try to open at least 2 to 3 engine cards at least every game. So I kind of have a starter and extender. However, having the 2 to 3 hand traps does come up, especially like people who don't respect Nib, right? While I played like these 2, I mean they can get punished, and also too like your opponent if they're playing a lot of hand traps as well, they have like 1 engine card and you have like Ash or like a Veiler or Imperm, whatever. Like it can just be enough to stop whatever deck. So I wanted to kind of minimize this because my deck does have in archetype interruption, with the Radiance and the Skull Guardian and the Cerevis bounce to negate inherent summons, just stuff like that to banish or whatever. For the spells, we got triple talents. This card is so good. I love this card, especially with this format with all these hand traps. Definitely, I'm never going to cut this. This card has worked out really well for me. Triple rights, preparation, pre-prep. Honestly, this card is just like a free +1, and if your opponent doesn't stop it, you're going to extend on your first turn to a point to where like your opponent is going to have to they're going to have to kill you next turn. Usually I make Skull Guardian with the Saphira going first and having the option to summon the Old Man Cerevis to bounce and summon the Dragon Cerevis. So like that right there is like three interruptions, and the interruption from the Saphira is discarding the card out of your opponent's hand or adding a hand trap. So it like supplements that for against the opponent. for you. It supplements you against the opponent. Um, Triple barrier. This card is so good. If you get this, like if you get to a point where you have two of these and the radiance, like the game's over, unless your opponent just like has something. And if they don't, they lose. Triple or double prayers. I'm sorry, not triple. Double prayers. I'd never play three of these because you can just shuffle it back with cards in the deck. And then Called by the Grave and one Radiance. I have not wanted to play more than one of these. This card is just super great. Being able to shuffle your stuff back and recycle it to summon more and extend is just crazy. But yeah, that's the main deck count. It's 41. If you want to make it 40, you can cut the Saphira. It is not necessary to play. I just really wanted to play it because I like the card a lot. So for the extra deck, we have one Anima. Let's see. That is not my only. Where is it? Oh, sorry. One Anima, one Linkariba. So sorry, guys. IP Masquerena, SP Little Knight, one Lina, Dark, Double Mundo. This card has come up late game, making two. Unicorn. You can play Celine. You probably should play Celine over this, but I just like playing this to try to get rid of cards. Appaloosa and Access Code. I made this once. Normally I always make this. Usually it's better. But that's it for the links. And then for the other cards in the extra deck, we have, sorry guys, I'm going to move this over here. Intis and Herald for the Diviner. I always send this, I guess, going first if I have everything I need in hand. Usually going second, I always send this to try to bait something. But and then for the other synchro, we actually play Chaos Angel. This card is so good. I love this card. Using Trias and Low to make this is just so good. It's so good. It's so free. And it really just adds more pressure to the opponent. They have to out it, and if they don't, they just kind of lose. So these are sweet. And then the last card in the extra deck is Typhon. I actually haven't made it yet. It hasn't came up, but I just have it in case it's needed. But anyways, that's it for the extra deck. In the side deck, I side another play set of Hand Traps Droll. This card's sweet. It beats just about any rogue deck, and also there's people playing Flu because Shifter's really strong. And if they don't have Shifter and I open this, the game's just as good as done because they really just can't play. But Harpy's Featherstorm is still a card, so I have to look out for that. Triple Dark Ruler no more. I'm putting this in because of Horus Stun. People playing Lad and people playing Christia and stuff. It's so toxic. So I gotta have an out for it. Triple Cosmic. I think Cosmic is needed right now because most people are just siding Summon Limit and Anti-Spell. And if you're going second, you definitely probably want to side this because if your opponent does have either of those two cards, it's going to be really, really hard to beat them. And this is Cosmic. It's super good. It's not searchable or anything, but if you open it, you pretty much you're going to be well off against your opponent. And then Triple Summon Limit and Triple Strike. I side these in going first every single time because if I see either of these alongside two Hand Traps and an Omni Negate and Radiance, I'm pretty sure I'm going to win that game, especially having the Omni because the Omni can I actually had a game where I had Barrier, Radiance, and Strike, and my opponent Harpies me, and I was like, all right, sweet, I can just negate this with Skull Guardian. And they summon, and I just negated the effect on summon, and they were like, yeah, I lose. I showed them what else I had, and they were like, yeah, there's no way. So these cards, if you see these cards, it's just so good. I normally side these in, go in first game 3. You just have to be careful with time with this card. But normally, like if it comes back to your turn, you can swing with a 4100 beat stick. So like realistically, like your opponent's lower on life than you are, and they're gonna have a harder time trying to come back. Having the Omni Negate is super strong. So with Skull Guardian and low. But anyways, guys, that's the deck profile. If there's any questions or anything you guys have, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, guys, subscribe to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I will have some more videos uploaded this week, so just stay tuned for that. But anyways, guys, until next time, this is YGO signing out. Peace.